I really don't know. I don't even know if they know. You know, if the Pentagon were ordered to attack Iran, would they carry out that order? Clearly, Fallon made it clear he wasn't going to do it. The problem there, however, is the neocon connection with Israel, which is why Biden's threat is so dangerous. That if the neocons, and Biden's one of them, conclude that the Pentagon would not attack Iran and resist the orders, they'll just have Israel do it. And then, you know, Iran will retaliate against us, and the war will be off.
Well, I mean, I'm no geopolitical whiz kid, but this is in sheer insanity to attack Iran, especially if you even believe the CIA's assessment. They're 7 years from a primitive nuke, and then you find out the West helped give North Korea its nukes with the same old suspects. Donald Rumsfeld on the board of ABB. They're out there throwing down guns to these third world countries like an old Western villain and then saying, pick up the gun, kid, so they can shoot them. And it's obvious the real target is having a war so they can domestically loot us, but have the rally around the flag effect.
I'm afraid you're right. Yeah, as Bush said, a dictatorship is a lot easier as long as he's a dictator. Sure.
Now the people are waking up to Obama, though. I mean, as polls are dropping, a lot of people are figuring out that the cult of Obama is a fraud, is a scam. But then that almost encourages him to go ahead and launch a war, doesn't it?
I really don't know. I think, the signs are not very good, especially the Biden threat.
Okay.
It was just reprehensible. And I think, for the good of our republic and for the good of humanity, we're going to have to go all out and stop this neocon agenda for war against Iran and the destabilization and crack up of Pakistan. Understand, Pakistan has nukes. Who knows what would happen if Pakistan were to crack up.
All right. Well, we appreciate Dr. Francis A. Boyle joining us briefly. Tell us about the new book, Tackling America's Toughest Questions, Alternative Media Interviews. Right.
This book tries to go back to September 11th. It starts there and deals with all the atrocities that the Bush administration and his neocons inflicted on the United States Constitution, the Bill of Rights, international law, and human rights, and world order, literally until they walked out of office by giving Israel the green light to blow up Gaza and literally exterminate 1,400 Gazans for nothing at all. And then, there's a brief conclusion, where I say, that unfortunately it looks like under Obama we're going to have a continuation of many of the Bush policies sort of flavored by a lot of the Clinton people. And remember, the Clinton people, all the Clinton foreign affairs people, these are the sons and the daughters of the best and the brightest that gave us the Vietnam War, as documented by David Halberstam. Remember, McNamara just died yesterday. I'd encourage you to read The Best and the Brightest. John Kennedy was elected president, recruited the best and the brightest from Harvard, and they gave us the Vietnam War. They gave us the Cuban Missile Crisis. They gave us ICBMs and SLBMs, etc. So this is the next generation of these elitists, and Obama is one of them. A bright young man from Harvard Law School, a charming wife. I forget, Jackie went to Vassar. Michelle, went to Princeton and Harvard Law School. And, it looks like a bit of history all over again.
God help us. Well, I hope to talk to you again in the near future. Take care, Doctor.
All right. Thanks a lot, Alex. Again, my best to your listening audience. But, let's get out there and get organized. That's what we have to do. We have to stop these people.
Absolutely. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, that's what they do. They wrap themselves in the flag and then just engage in every treason you can imagine while looting and robbing the public. And they say, hey, look, the Iranians look different from us. Let's kill them. And the average American says, okay, let's murder them. Yeah, that sounds powerful. That sounds manly. And they can't even find Iran on a map. So the CIA stages some shootings and, stay out of their business. Leave them alone. The criminals that run our country are running around handing weapons out to anybody that will take them. So they have an excuse to then go later have a war with them. So they can sell weapon systems. I mean, God help us. The CIA was founded by all of the people from Yale. And the rest of the government's run by all these people from Harvard. And they just think they're God's gift. They're going to shoot us up with their vaccines. They're going to put the fluoride in our water. They're going to start their wars. They're going to just arrogantly stomp all over us and tell us how to live our lives. Well, I'm not your slave. I'm sick of your warmongering, and I'm sick of you squeezing this country dry for your global government. They sacrificed the United States' credit and name and industrial might to fund the world government. And now they're done with us. We're on our last leg, and they're just running out the company credit card. They're just running up the debt in our name while they got all the real assets for it. And it's just an abominable crime. Meanwhile, the general public is just telling us how wonderful Michael Jackson is, how he's a hero to black people, a hero to anybody. This is disgusting. And they've got him up on CNN like he's Jesus or something, walking on the water. It's just so sick. They give us death. Michael Jackson is a death culture. Michael Jackson is I would expect in hell to be locked in a jail cell with Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson is hell. Fake, phony. These idiots are on TV wearing gloves like his. I mean, it's just sick.